I'm here with Ian Pattison, who is the writer of A Terrible Beauty, which is coming up at Oranmore. Hi Ian.
Hello.
Hello. So your last play for us was about R.D. Lang, so
Yeah.
a real figure. And this play, again, you picked real historical figures to kind of to base it around, because this play is sort of centred around Michael Collins. So tell us a bit about,
Well, it just seemed, because of the times we're in, we've got a referendum coming up this year, and 2 years' time, less than 2 years, year and a half, it will be the centenary of the Easter Rising.
Yeah.
So it just seemed a good area in which to put something. So that's what kind of prompted me to do it. Also go across to Ireland and visit pals there. And,
Right, yeah.
you know, they take the trouble to talk to me about Scottish things, so I feel I should try and reciprocate. Even though it's 19 years out of date, but there we go.
Because do you know a lot about the Irish history? Because I kind of came to this play and I was like, this is fascinating, and how it comments on our situation today, though it's a very different situation, is also fascinating, but it's an area of history that I don't know a lot about, I'll fess up on it, but which I find really interesting. I don't know how,
the more you know, the more you realise you don't know.
You don't know, right?
Yeah, it's one of those,
Yeah.
and all I can tell you is I find it as fascinating as you do. And when this play is over, I'm still going to be learning about it, because it's utterly absorbing.
Yeah.
You've got everything there. You've got the War of Independence. Everybody's united against the Brits. Okay, but then what happens? You've got the Civil War, because they can't decide whether they want to remain in the treaty with Britain or whether to go against it. So you've got a terrible schism that creates the Civil War.
Yeah.
So you've got the personal and the political coming together. It literally was in the Civil War, brother against brother. For example, when Collins went to Cork in his last few days, there was one of the Hales brothers was on his side, and the other was on the anti-treaty side. That was just the way it was. But it's, as you say, it's a fascinating time, and I came to it through just by accident, really. When I was over visiting a pal a few years ago, he gave me a book on the poet Patrick Kavanagh. And so I enjoyed, it was the Green Fool, I don't know if you've read it or not, it's set around his growing up in a scheme in Monaghan. And one of the wee sections was about the Civil War, and the effect of the Civil War, sorry, not the Civil War, the War of Independence, on this wee town. And I thought, that's really, it became a kind of aperture to go into and find out more about the subjects. That's it.
That's interesting. Are you always looking for ideas for new plays, or do things just kind of hit you and think that's
I think ideas find you. An idea, you might think, well, you know, that's a good idea. The idea might go, no, you're not the man. And we're moving on to find something else.
So have you got any other things in the pipeline? Are you?
Well, there's a couple of things that I'm working on at the moment, and I'd like to do more of this. Really, this is what interests me and absorbs me.
Oh, that's good. Good news. Great.
You've not seen this play yet.
We're only at the start of rehearsals, but it's been going well so far, I think.
Well, you know, I know everybody says this, and I mean it. We've got a really great cast and director.
Yeah, even at the read-through, I said this feels like a really good, strong fit. You know, it kind of came alive immediately. So.
Exactly, and they know each other, so there's a familiarity and all those things.
Brilliant.
Getting there, we got our Michael Collins, which was great.
Yes.
Mr. Keelty.
Mr. John Keelty, Yeah, exciting. All right. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Good.